real-time lightning for the past 24 hours. And it's a lot. It's a whole lot of lightning. And we can take it over here. You can see the lightning happening all the way over here in, oopsie, Europe, Africa. Look at these points. Look how this lightning literally, it, you have to ask yourself, how can this lightning, hello, Applebrooks, honey. Good evening, everyone. It's 9:31. Been downstairs in the basement doing some more putting up stuff. And now I've just come up here. I will rest after this video. We got it going on. It is a lot of lightning strikes. We've done this before and shared it on the desktop. But since the cell phone sends out more notifications than the desktop, I'm on here on the desktop. I mean, the cell phone. Look at that. It's a ton. It's like, it's massive. And it loops literally from here. These are lightning detectors. So you have to ask yourself, how on earth can a lightning detector from all the way over here make its way all the way over here to Europe, around the Mediterranean, all of that kind of stuff? How can it make its way that far? It does. It truly does. If I shrink it a little bit more, you can see it. Sometimes it's, okay, see, there's a bridge. There is literally a bridge that happens at times. Look at this. It's coming from over here. The lightning, I don't know where it's going. It's literally going up somewhere up there. Let's see what that area is, because why you got lightning coming from the ocean out off of by Hawaii and stuff. Let's see when the lightning's going to do it. This is like, I guess, a lightning detector. Let's see if it's going to come through here again. I know it's it looked like it's paused a little. Okay, it has paused. It's coming from the Big Island. Look at that. Right there where the telescopes are. Is that where it's coming from also? Look at that. They got lightning being detected or bridging. You know, this is real-time lightning maps, and I have my thoughts about these things. I really do. You think it's UFOs up in the sky doing it? See, look all the way up here into Canada. The lightning stretches everywhere. I don't know what's happening down here, but it literally is a massive mess. Look how messy that is. That's in the Gulf of Mexico. That's down here. Oh, Brazil is on fire. Brazil, if you're in Brazil, a lot of Brazil is on fire. Let me look in this area right here too. Guatemala. We're zooming up on Guatemala. Look at all the lightning strikes coming from these areas. Look at this one right here. I don't know what's happening. Some people, when the lightning strikes are in their area, they say, well, we don't even got no rain or anything. There's no thunder. Just look at that. Just like it's blasting. You know, I should put the counter on is what I should do, because there is a counter that we can also put on. Let me find the counter. Gotta find the counter. I'm going to put the counter on. See, I can come over here and I can put on the counter. It will tell us how much lightning. Okay, you got 575 lightning strikes in this area. Okay, there's Belize. Let's go up. We want to. There's 24,000. Let me see up here in this area. 24,704 lightning strikes detected just in this one area right here. Let's 7,800 down there. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We just want to look. When you make it even smaller, if I was to shrink this map even more, there'd be a whole lot. I don't know what's going over here. If you can, let's shrink it. It's just got to get a little bit smaller, you all. A whole lot more smaller. If you're just tuning in. Oh, Al, honey, you just tuning in? Hello. We're looking at some lightning strikes, and we ain't looking at no Kamala, and we ain't looking at Trump, even though Trump did have I think, an attempt, again, another assassination attempt. And it's a good thing it didn't happen. It truly is. That would not be very nice at all. I'm going to try to shrink this down. Okay, yeah, here we go. We got it going on. Look at all that lightning going back and forth. We could change the graphics. Look how this lightning, I've got to change this, if I can. Change that map. It's going all the way up here to this area. Look how it's crossing over this lightning. It's coming from, I think it's around Japan. The lightning's coming, it can be detected all the way over here by Japan. It's literally going this way too. Look at this. Over here on the edge of Africa, look how this is literally, it comes all the way down, loops around. How can the lightning literally be bounced from all the way over here? Just think of all the miles and stuff and still register in the areas that it's registering in. Look at this, like a pinpoint straight from these areas down here. Look at that. It's going all the way up. If we, let me change the, we're gonna got to change the terrain to where we can see it better. Let's have just the OSM. Okay, we're just going to do the OSM and you can see it a whole lot better. You can see the lightning strikes. This is normally the one that I would use because it's more, you can see where the lightning strikes are coming from. They're being felt down there. Look, they're coming from the center right here. Wherever this location is, look how it's beaming. The lightning strike is literally, looks like it's originating from there and then it stops. If this whole area is getting hammered in the United States, and this whole area over here is getting hammered by lightning strikes. Look how this one lightning, it literally, it's, come on, you see, we got stations down here. It's literally going up to there. They going, look at this, going here. It's coming all the way over to here, all the way over to the United States, coming right here and just blasting in this area. It's real-time lightning data. See how it loops? It loops from here, goes all the way over there. Can you imagine the miles and miles and miles that it, oh my gosh, it just did like this. Oh, if I can get to it before it changes. Look, it literally, it comes from way up here, goes all the way down, comes to here and bounces back over to there. It's like data could travel like that. And here in the middle of the nowhere, it's going straight over here. In the middle of nowhere, these lightning strikes. Excuse me, this is realtimelightningmaps.org, and NASA itself has done studies on the lightning strikes because of the plasma that is found in the lightning. Okay. Got it? Got it. It's real-time lightning, real-time data, statistics, maps, lightningmaps.org. So y'all, let's look at this right here. It's coming from all the way over here. These are the stations. And it really does look like, how could the lightning start over here and literally be picked up over there? Or maybe a signal is sent from here and boom, and it feels the waves like that. Yeah, good morning. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We used to show this quite a bit on the YouTube channel, these lightning strikes at one time. What was the era? One time, this one area had, oh my gosh, it was like 700 or 70,000. It's down here near these strata volcanoes. is where the lightning strikes are really picking up. Let me see if we can get over here to that area. Right, let me see. It was around these areas right here. Right over in these areas and stuff. Massive strikes. I think we also saw some of these when it was going to Iceland also. Look at that. Sometimes these would correspond with earthquake activity too. Because when you would have a certain area that was bombarded with lightning or had lightning coming from it or leaving from it, there would be a weather or a natural event that would occur because it's already building up. Can you imagine the atmosphere? Look how solid that is with the lightning strikes. Look how they just go all the way down to there, wherever that's at. I think this was the area. Let me see, where's the Atlantic Ocean? It was around, which area was it? It was around down here where we saw Cube Island. Right around in this area right here where the black cubes were all, it was it looked like millions of them in the water. And they were caught on Google Satellite. But since then they left and they went somewhere else. There was millions of them. Never seen anything like it. And when this happens, if you go to the GOES satellite imagery, sometimes when this happens, you can see where if you do the playback for like 24 hours or 48 hours, you can see these like like streaks of lines going all the way across a certain region of the United States. They go all the way across. And sometimes you'll see like the red rectangle bars show up, the blue rectangle bars show up, just like the time, like some of them when you do the earthquake maps, or not the earthquake maps, but however you, I forget what they were called, where you can see the earthquake things. They would have the red things on them and the blue things on them. Okay, I forget what the name of them are. I used to watch them all the time. But they would correspond with that GOES satellite. They would correspond with HAARP too. When HAARP would white out and stuff, it was all connected, every single bit of it. But there's a lot of lightning you ought to be seeing going on if you're just tuning in. Yeah, it is. It's quite interesting. You see, there's already been 41,421 lightning strikes just within this one grid. Isn't that interesting how they do grids? If you've ever looked up in the sky and you saw the moon or you saw the sun, if you can get it at the right light, you can see that there is a grid in the sky, literally a grid, and it is mapped out like this right here. If you can catch the sun, we've caught it on this YouTube channel before. We shared it in videos when the sun's up in the sky and the moon. There is a grid up there in the sky. But you have to have the perfect lighting for it to show up. And it's kind of hard to document, but I've documented it several times. And it's kind of like this. The whole thing is like everything is a grid pattern. There's something going on in the sky. And I guess it would fit like, I don't know, simulation or something. Look at that. If you are over here on this, where we at? The East Coast? Down here, where's the Florida? Where's the Tallahassee MagLab? MagLab, that's the, my goodness gracious, you all, that is getting bombarded there near the Gulf. Where is this area right here that's literally getting bombarded? It's a lot of the strikes are coming from that area. Where is this location? Here's Colorado Springs down here. They got some weather going on. What is this area right here? This is Nebraska. It's like pinpointed right in there. I wonder if the next rad towers are near it. Look at all of that lightning being detected there. I'm trying to get this thing to go up. Can you please get up on that screen for me? You want to see this lightning. This is all within the 24-hour period, all these lightning strikes. And you can keep zooming up more. You zoom up more and more, and wow. if you're in that area, you look like you're getting bombarded. You really do look like you're getting bombarded in this area. What's that? What's that? Can't read that word. Gothenburg, Kozad, Lexington. Look at that, you all. It's where all these lightning strikes, and then you got more and more. It just bounces everywhere. Let's see if we can get back. Where's the other area that's got a lot of activity? There's a look at Denver, Colorado, Boulder. It should be pretty safe over there, but you ain't got a lot of lightning strikes going on. You got a lot going on in this one spot too, wherever this is located. It's pretty neat that they do that, but they do study it because of the plasma, just like CERN with the studying of the plasma from the lightning. Helps them in their experiments with their portals and stuff. Yeah, with their large Hadron particle collider. Yeah. You want to zoom it back out, y'all. Let me zoom that back out. It looks really wild. It does. It's so I'm gonna come. Oh, look. I want to come over to where is this area at right here? Okay, and if you have all this activity and earthquakes are happening here, and this is outside of Oakland, where's the earthquakes? The earthquakes are happening all over the place in California, little small earthquakes and stuff. I wonder if in these regions where these the lightning is being detected, if there's earthquake activity that will occur in these said regions. Just wonder. I don't know where the wildfires are. Do y'all know where the wildfires are located at? Let me see the map legend on here. I can't really see the legend. That's okay. We don't have to see it. Oakland area here, you haven't felt anything. Isaac, do you see? Do you got any rain or anything there? It looks like you have. Where are we at? Small stuff. Just think you could have like plasma stuff in the upper atmosphere probably, and you wouldn't know it. But these are ground-based stations, I think, or maybe on the towers and stuff. Well, they'd be like big beacons to draw in that lightning. They would. Suspicious skies. You live in Florida. You're from Salinas, California, Oscar. I lived outside Salinas, near the Presidio of Monterey when my husband was taking some language courses there at the Presidio. I think I walked the beach there quite often. It wasn't a very safe area when I was there, but I did it anyhow. Yeah. Lawrence and Livermore. There's a Lawrence Livermore lab. Is there really? It's a lab? What's in that lab? What do they do there in Livermore? In that lab. Y'all just tuning in, welcome. Your sister works at the Presidio? Or she works at the lab? Yeah. What year was that? That was back in, I was in Salinas. Probably around 88, 89. Around that area. Didn't live there too long. At all. Not even a whole year. But it was different. It was supposed to go to the Fort Ord, but Fort Ord had been shut down. It was an old dilapidated place at Fort Ord, but we had an apartment somewhere in California. I'm going to try to see what's happening in Phoenix. No, it's Buckeye. Where we're in Texas now. Tucson, Arizona. This looks like y'all got rain there where you're at in this area of Arizona or something. Does it look like this one's really like, look how far this thing is penetrating out. Do you think that's like a NextRad station in that location right there? Because the NextRads do fan out. If you were able to get on the NextRad maps and watch them in the wee hours of the morning, I used to do it all the time. I couldn't wait to wake up I'd wake up in the middle of the night and see where those big NextRad snowflakes were popping at. They look like big donut. They really did look like big donuts, big green donuts when they were doing their thing. What if they weren't truly the NextRad stations? What if they were the big donut UFOs? What if they were? Because they have donut shaped UFOs like that. And we've shown some images of a donut shaped UFO in Australia, and there was some over there in Alaska. They literally just like that. Yeah. Let me do this, you all. Oh, okay. I was getting ready to do that, you all. The constant lightning and thunder near Lake Tahoe right now. Where's Lake Tahoe at? Gina, can you think right now? No, I can't. Is that in Nevada? Is that in California, Lake Tahoe? Yeah. I'd like to know where that's at. If I could find it over there. Yeah. I'm doing great today. You haven't had a donut in 6 months, Al. You're doing great. They're not good for you anyhow. They're a little bit sweet. Lake Tahoe. Oh, it's in Nevada. I lived in Nevada for 8 years, Lake Tahoe. But it was like near Hoover Dam. Lake Mead was really up there, and when we left and we came back, even while we was there, the lake level had dropped so much. It got to the point where we used to go to St. Thomas Cove, and the water dropped so low you couldn't take your boat out there anymore, and that was the town that they flooded at St. Thomas Cove. It's actually, we like to go to the Red Rocks that were out there and do some hiking. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to go to Lake Tahoe. I can't find it. I ain't gonna find it. My neighbor used to work at the Yuma Test Range, and he would not talk about what he did at all. Yeah, I'm not good with my whatever stuff, you all, but I'm going to come over here to Europe. You're going to see what's happening there in Europe. You got to come across the county. You thought you was lied because always you heard it was in California. Oh, Pennsylvania, which is odd. It means the code is coming to follow. You bet storms. You got that right. A bunch of storms. Let's look. There's 11,664 lightning strikes. Let's tune on this area that's really. Hey, where is that? Is you in Louisiana? Is Frank Honey on here tonight too? Frank Cooper Honey, are you on here? Look how pretty those circles look. I really hope they're not the NextRad stations. Yeah. You're all under in California. People getting themselves timed out by our apple honey and hidden, and we're not even doing a Kamala Trump video. Imagine that. You are so sick of the California voters. Yep. You haven't seen Frank Honey, Al Honey? Okay. He could be taking a nap. It's 9:54. It's probably is sleeping at this time. Oh, you used to live in it, yeah. This is like, I really do wonder if the NextRad stations are in those locations. Have you noticed that they make it harder for you to find certain stations? A lot harder to find things on the internet than you used to. There's a number 117. The number 17. Oh. North Carolina has been getting rain sometime, but no lightning. I'm trying to make my way over to the eastern seaboard. Where am I at, you? There's so many lightning strikes. Where is I'm trying to shrink this down. I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, it's stuck in the ocean. I'm stuck over here in the, is this the Atlantic Ocean? Stuck there in the Atlantic Ocean. Wow, you ever wonder what's going on out here in the middle of the ocean? You know, there could be like some kind of, this isn't Bermuda. There could be some kind of space stuff going on. There could be something going on underneath the waters too in this area, since it's in the middle of the ocean. It's like wild. Just look at all those dots. When I zoomed up on Google Earth one time, I kept zooming and zooming and zooming, and it got to the point where it wouldn't let me zoom up anymore. It said it was restricted area. You weren't allowed to look at it at all. But look at this. This is the water. Of course, the water has, look at that mess. What if what if there's some ships out here and they're sending this stuff over to the United States? Look at that mess. That is an absolute mess. Look at all of that. They are really blasting it. Look at it. If you are over there, look how you're getting blasted on the east. Are you getting blasted on the East Coast? It look like we're over here by Jacksonville and stuff. Just sending that stuff to the United States. The spot looks, you can't touch it. You're getting blasted by stuff. What is this? This is lightning strike map, real-time lightning data. And it's showing that that area is getting blasted. You're literally getting blasted. It's like it's under attack or something. It truly does look like it's under attack. All in this. Is this where the hurricane's coming through or something? Is there a hurricane coming through here, you all? This is 15,335 lightning strikes. Oh, it's coming through. Well, it's probably coming through with, oh, look, there's the Bermuda Triangle. Yes, good night, Tiago. DARPA stuff there. It could be DARPA. But then you got all this energy below coming from these islands too. Where's the island that China has? China has set up bases, and they really have did a lot of refurbishing of the infrastructure down in these islands right now. But we heard that China is over here. Oh, they could be using this stuff. They literally could. Look at all of that area. Wow. It's all shooting up. This literally is shooting up from below. Let's shrink it down even more. It's like it's feeding. You know, all this stuff is going toward the East Coast, toward DC and stuff. Really, look at it. It's just it all literally looks like it's, let me try to shrink it down if you're just tuning in. It literally looks like it's like hammering the eastern part of the United States. Right there. Sometimes it looks worse than others. See how it's coming down from below, it's going up into that area. The whole seaboard. They're not supposed to use weather as a weapon. Remember that treaty they signed? Don't do weather warfare and stuff. I'm sure they just forgot all about it. I just can't get over all of these right here. Just like it's like 3 stations, and they're practically evenly spaced. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Literally bombard. Look how that's angled, going over toward this way, all the way up to there, and then you got this coming here. It truly does look like some type of Etch-a-Sketch with, and look, it's even coming from over here, bombarding over there. There's no telling what's going to happen. There really isn't. Look at it. It's like wild if you're in the United States. I haven't even made myself over to Europe. I'm trying to get over to Europe. These lightning strikes seems to always like make a bridge. But you got some troubled waters, but look, it's not that solid. It makes its way over here to the Mediterranean. Okay, right here in Turkey. What's this area? Look at this. If you're in Turkey, you over here in this area, look at all of that. It's literally blasting toward, it literally will arch all the way over to the United States. What is going on in this area right here? What is the name of that body of water? You know, there could be underwater bases with alien craft underwater, UFOs, underground underwater bases. Look at this area it's coming from too. This is around the Mediterranean. Well, let me get to the Mediterranean. Shoot, I can't shrink this down. All right, I shrunk it down a little bit. There's Malta. Right around this area. They ain't got much to activity right there, you are. You just tuning in. Hello, this is real-time lightning strikes. So just trying to look at all the areas where the lightning is striking, where it's being documented. If you look right here, this is coming from these areas down here. These are lightning detectors. These are all lightning stations. You have to ask yourself, why you got to have all of these lightning stations all over the place? And it seems as if it's all going toward that area right over there. And see it? It's like getting bombarded. Just like that. And it's coming up here from these areas. Look around India. I'm trying to navigate this and try to get that off of there. Try to shrink it down. I know some areas are going to have more data on it. You notice over here in Russia and or China, you're not seeing very much from them because they don't have their stations. They're not going to give out all their data at all. They're not. So you're not going to really see much of anything. What you will see is you'll see Australia. You'll see, look, right over here. You'll see these right here because I guess because they're more industrialized and they don't, I don't know. Some areas are more private with their data that they allow to come out, but not the United States. Everything's like an open book, more or less. But if you are over here, this is like China. See, you don't got very much stuff happening. You just got it really happening right there. And up here in Canada, too. What's going on up there in those areas? Doesn't it look like a big mess? If you use this one square, it's 39,923 lightning strikes within the past 24 hours. And I can't see this square right here. How many lightning strikes are in this one square? I can't see it. It looks like 35,000 something that's happened on the eastern flank. That's okay, you all. That's it. If you're getting bombarded wherever you're at in the United States, you're getting bombarded by the that lightning. Rosie, honey, I hear you back there. I hear my little Rosie. I'm viewing this on lightningmaps.org. That's where I'm doing it. It's real-time lightning. It's for data and stuff. We've done it on this channel before. And what the purpose is to this is wild. It's just wild looking at it, because you have to ask why you have to have all these detectors all over the place, and why do the detectors look as if they have something coming from them? But this area is getting bombarded. It truly is the whole eastern part, and it's looked like it's gathering up a whole lot of energy. It feels like it's really going to get gathered up. I guess it needs a lot of energy for that hurricane. The hurricane's going to get a boost. Yeah. I don't normally do the solar flares anymore. I used to do them all the time. The ISWA, the NASA, used to be there. It was one of my biggest playlists on this YouTube channel. I rarely go over there and do that anymore. There's lots of people who do cover it. You just don't cover it unless I'm drawn to it, and I ain't been drawn to it. That's why I don't cover it hardly at all anymore with the solar flares. But there's other channels that do, and that's fine. Yeah, they creating the storms, Tiana. It's is it the worst, Nancy, honey, that you've seen? It's pretty bad. And we've seen some lightning things on here. We do have a playlist. So let me go to the YouTube channel. Let's see what the lightning, well, it's right there. Let's see what the lightning maps used to look like on the playlist, because I have a playlist called The Lightning. Unless I deleted the lightning maps. Oh, there it is, lightning strikes right here. Let's look at them really fast. The real-time lightning. We have 26 videos in it. Oh, okay. So it's on the lightning on the African and Arabian plates. I think we did our earthquake 3D too with it. Yeah, it's I thought that was bad, but that's not as bad as we see tonight. Magnetic energy paths. Yeah, there was this video, old magnetic energy paths and tracks on Earth. We tied that in with the lightning too. So this has something to do also with the, I forgot we even did that. You can see it's worse tonight than it was. I haven't seen it like that for a long time. Look at all of that. This is like 2 years ago. It's been bombarded with over 121,000 strikes in 48 hours. This was 2 years ago. And they turned off the lightning strike counters on some of them. Earth is under attack. Well, it looks worse now than it looked back then. It was 2 years ago. And this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at now. It looks a lot worse than it did back then. That was 2 years ago. Seems like it's picking up. Maybe we just didn't catch it at that particular time. But it is a lot. And I guess we're entering in the hurricane season. Still, that is a big mess, you all. What months were what, Patricia, honey? What months were the lightning strike things were? I can't remember. You'd have to go to the lightning strike playlist on this channel and look it up. It was last updated on August the 1st of 2023, and I don't know which one it was. I don't. Sorry. So 2 years ago. There's no telling which ones it was. Yeah. But it looks pretty bad right now. Grow as many plants as you can for food and shade. Run boat rope from tree a house to create a canopy, grow lots of morning glories and other plants. Yeah. Well, there should be sound because it doesn't look like it's muted on my end at all. Tonight overlaps. No, this is not the FAA. This is lightningstrikes.org. You're not going to see these on the FAA. I mean, you would see probably some. You would see the satellite thing, but they're not going to show you the lightning. Look at that. 440,074 strikes in the one block right there, from here to there. And this one's bound to be bigger. It's just a lot of lightning strikes bombarding the East Coast, all this whole part of the United States. It's getting bombarded. It really looks and feels unusual. The energy is like off the charts. I'm sure the Schumann resonance was like whited out today, or it's probably whiting out right now. If you're looking at the Schumann resonance, do you think it's whited out right now? Let's see if it's whited out, Schumann resonance. I'm gonna try it. 7 days ago. I don't know how to find it for today. 4 days ago. I wouldn't know how to find the one for today. I really don't. Unless I were to come up here and you can't. Forget that. No, see, no. So I'm not going to click into none of that. I'm not going to do no catch-ya, saying I'm not a robot. Well, what makes a difference? I'm not a robot. I'm not going to get into that, you all. I'm not. No, it was off the charts, Al, honey. Thank you. Well, this looks like it's off the charts, too. It does. And right there. And over here by Turkey, that looks really wild, too. But that area right there is like all red. Wonder what's happening right there. I am going to go. This is draining me of my energy. I'm going to go. That's a lot. It's lightningmaps.org. Let me show you. NASA studying lightning plasma. Let me do it. The global collaboration. Hey, global collaboration leads to new discoveries. New observations from NASA will help scientists gain further insights into how lightning forms and better predict when storms will turn severe sea plasma. What kind of scientist studies that plasma? Phenomenology. Benjamin Franklin. Where can you get the lightning data? NCEI provides access to lightning flash summaries by county and state, gridded lightning frequency products and other data derived from internal products. Data is available in standard formats through direct download and web services that allow spatial and temporal subsettings. The National Centers are so lightning study is a massive thing. It's big with plasma, ball lightning. And you know that we got the high efficiency plasma lighting, all those lights that look real pretty and stuff. Plasma's a gas, like the fourth state of matter. But it's the high efficiency plasma lights that make all the pretty lights and stuff. And when the lightning strikes come in those areas, it's that areas are supercharged. It's like that plasma comes alive. I really do believe plasma is a living entity. It's alive. Look at that. You're getting bombarded. I am going to go, you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Al Honey, Applebrooks Honey, or Susan B, Mickey, anybody else who's on here. Thank you. Thank y'all for your comments. And thank you for tuning in. Y'all, please hit that like button, hit the join, hit the subscribe. It's really interesting what's happening, and it doesn't look too hot. It looks really bad. I guess it is going to get bad. Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's 10:15 at night. I know it's not 10:15 where some people are, but it's kind of late. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks, Al, honey. Oh, I got to go. I'm tired. You're also welcome.